In this episode, I'm going to be giving away a free t-shirt, asking and answering a question, bringing you a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, talking comics, and of course, comic books I've bought this week. Hey y'all, I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Welcome to this week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. Coming to you from Clint's Comics here in Monroe, Louisiana. And folks, you're probably wondering what kind of tea is this? Well, I had to think long and hard about making this one because I couldn't think of what kind of tea I wanted to make. I didn't know whether I wanted to make a new one or wear one that I previously wore in an old episode. But then I remembered that Claiborne Christian School, their baseball team, ended up winning state against Downsville last weekend. So I figured, okay, I'll pay tribute to them. So, go Crusaders. All right, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Now, the question I asked for this week is, what's the name of Superman's superpowered dog? Well, the answer is Crypto. And 6 people have answered correctly, and I'm about to draw their name. So the winner for the free Comic Hero tee for this week is the greatest bass player no one's ever heard of, George Freeman. So congratulations, George, you win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Now here's the question for next week's episode. True or false? Psylocke was one of the Psylocke was one of the X-Men that made her debut in John Sayles' X-Men #1 back in 1975. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free Comic Hero tee in next week's episode. So, I gotta ask. Any questions? I have one question for this week, and it's from Brandon Ringo from West Monroe, Louisiana. He asks, will you be watching Preacher on AMC? I might watch it. Never say never. Although Preacher isn't really one of my favorite characters or someone I would read. But as a comic book nerd, I have to. I just have to be open-minded in terms of what books to read. I do, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you this. Since we're talking about Preacher, I'm going to tell you this little story that I've never heard of Preacher until I got to Louisiana Tech 16 years ago. One of my friends who I was in band with at Tech had told me about him, and I'm like, sounds kind of sacrilegious, but okay. And of course, that's one of those Garth Ennis, Steve Dillon books. So, but she let me read it, and I'm thinking, it's so over my head. But to answer your question, Brandon, again, I might. All right, that's it for any questions. Now then, D'Angelo Ballou from Warren, Ohio, has requested a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight that took me days to work on. It took me days and a lot of caffeinated beverages in order to do. And I just hope, as much as I enjoy doing this, I just hope nobody ever requests a fight like this again. Representing Bird Studios, we have Goku and Vegeta. And representing Marvel, we have the entire Marvel Universe. These two are going to duke it out in a segment I like to call
the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Welcome to the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown. Today is Goku and Vegeta versus the entire Marvel Universe. Goku and Vegeta possess various martial arts skills, energy-based techniques, super speed techniques, and transformation techniques. Because there are so many characters in the Marvel Universe, I'm not going to dare list them all and what their powers are. With that being said, who will win? Vegeta wastes no time and takes out the non-powered Marvel characters.
Goku yells at Vegeta and says, "Vegeta, we talked about this. Take it easy on those with lower power levels." Vegeta replies by saying, "Come on, Kakarot. Suppose they were masking their true power levels. We can't take any risk." "Well, at least show some honor," says Goku. "A true Saiyan warrior shows no honor, only pride." Suddenly, Vegeta gets a face full of Mjolnir. "Enough of this childishness! Fight us!" says Thor. It's on. Goku strips all the mutants of their powers by way of a continental-sized spirit bomb. Vegeta, being the complete and arrogant thug he is, single-handedly takes out all the teams. In the end, all that stood in their way were Rogue, Hyperion, Wolverine, Thor, Galactus, and you guessed it, Deadpool. Goku and Vegeta immediately transform into their Super Saiyan forms. Hyperion blasts Vegeta with his atomic vision. Unaffected, the latter replies, "Nice try," and takes him out with his gallant gun. Wolverine slices at Goku with his adamantium claws. In doing so, Wolverine breaks them. This causes him to go in his berserker rage. Goku realizes he is too dangerous and teleports him to an uninhabited planet and returns for the fight. Rogue takes on Vegeta. The latter has the former wrapped in a headlock. Big mistake. She ends up absorbing Vegeta's powers and memories. She uses the latter's entire arsenal of techniques and, since Wolverine's been taken out of the fight, uses Deadpool for a fastball special by hurling the Merc with a mount towards Vegeta. The latter catches on and delivers a blast so powerful that it incinerates both Deadpool and Rogue. Goku returns to the fight to face off against Thor. Thor asks, "What makes you think you are worthy of fighting a god?" Goku replies by saying, "I'm fighting a god? Cool!" and immediately transforms into his Super Saiyan god form. Thor tries to take the latter out with lightning, but Goku blocks it and punches Thor in the face. Frustrated, Thor hurls his hammer at Goku, but Goku quickly catches it. Thor is stunned because he can't believe that Goku is worthy of holding it. Goku then gives Thor a taste of his own medicine by striking the Prince of Thunder with Mjolnir and taking him out with a Kamehameha wave. All that's left now is Galactus. Goku tells Vegeta, "We can't take him on individually. We'll have to form a fusion." Vegeta angrily replies, "Are you crazy, Kakarot? I'm not doing that again." Galactus then smashes at the two Saiyans. Vegeta reluctantly changes his tune. They form a fusion and become Gogeta and end it quickly by delivering a Dragon Fist / Gallant Gun combo. Goku and Vegeta win. But wait! As the two are heading back to their own dimension, a figure emerges from the rubble and reattaches his limbs. It's Deadpool. Just before he attaches his head onto his torso, he utters, "It ain't over until Daddy says it's over." And that concludes this fight on the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown.
Didn't expect that ending, did you? Alright, I hope you enjoyed the Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, and if you have a request for a Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown fight, contact info is down there. Now then, it's time for Comically Speaking, so without further ado, let's talk comics! Alright, the first thing I want to talk about is the upcoming Avengers Infinity War movie. We found out that Rocket and Star-Lord will be in part 1. Now, you know, because it's called Infinity War, you know, I get, you know, it's an educated guess that it's going to be based on the Infinity Gauntlet, and I think it's going to be great. I mean, and having Star-Lord and Rocket in it is going to make it even better. So I'm most definitely looking forward to it. Hey everyone. Now, a few days ago, there were some books that I either bought from Books A Million or ordered online and came in. Now, I'm not going to give a brief description of these books because y'all have a show to watch, so I'm just going to let you know what they are. First up is Ultimates number 2. All New X-Men number 5. All New X-Men number 6. And All New X-Men number 7. Alright, and that's 4 more I bought, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 7,332. And then the next thing I want to talk about, and I'm very, very thrilled when I found out about this. Michael B. Jordan has been casted in the upcoming Black Panther movie. Now, the Black Panther, of course, is going to be played by Chadwick Boseman. And Michael B. Jordan has actually been casted as a villain. And this is going to go very well for Jordan because he gets to team up with Ryan Coogler again. Now, Ryan Coogler is also directed Creed. And you know what's the other awesome thing about that? There's not going to be a Fantastic Four sequel yet! All right! All right. That's it for Comically Speaking. Now then, let's get to the comics I bought this week.
Comic books I bought this week.
All right, first up is Wonder Woman number 52. Now, what's going on in this book is that Wonder Woman's brother Zeke is dying, and she is going to every extreme to make sure that he finds out that he finds out, and then she goes to try to find somebody to help cure him. But then along the way, she finds out that his mother is about to die. All right, next up is Aquaman number 52. Now, what's going on? Well, I'm a little behind on this book, but charging my head, not to my heart, because like I said, I read a lot of books, so it's kind of hard for me to get caught up with all of them. But hey, just hang with me. I'm getting caught up. All right, next up is Silver Surfer number 4. Now, in this book, he goes up against these beings who decide they want to make the entire Earth into their image, and the ringleader is Silver Surfer's estranged wife. Well, not ex-wife, because still legally they're married. But anyway, he ends up sacrificing his life to make things right. But he, as you can see, he is in grave condition. All right, next up is Spider-Man number 4. Now, like this one, I'm a little behind on it. I've only read the first issue, but this Spider-Man is Miles Morales, and he is one of two Spider-Man, the other one being Peter Parker, and he is pretty much now the Spider-Man of New York, whereas Peter Parker is now, being the CEO of Parker Industries, he's overseas. All right, next up is Totally Awesome Hulk number 5. Now he ends up. Now, this is not the Bruce Banner Hulk. This is actually Amadeus Cho. He somehow ended up irradiating himself with the gamma radiation that was previously in Bruce Banner's DNA, and he's become a much more stable Hulk. But at the same time, he's become very irresponsible. And not only that, he's in love with a female female alien who likes to kill people. Youth is wasted on the young, and I can say that because I'm 34. All right, and finally, Robin, Son of Batman, number 11. Now, in this book, he previously went overseas. It's some family-related stuff. Silas. It's some family-related stuff. It had to do with his mother and his late grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Well, he comes back to Gotham, and he doesn't come back alone. He comes back with a pet. This huge pet bat named Goliath. All right, that's 6 I bought, which brings the total number of, it's okay, Silas. That brings the total number of comics I bought since December of 1997 to 7,338. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode and the craziness that went along with it. Well, Goku and Vegeta versus the entire Marvel Universe. I mean, if y'all going to ask me to do another Comic Hero Throwdown Showdown segment again, please give me about a few weeks to work on it, because it's a difference between doing that and then doing like one-on-one. One-on-one, it usually takes me like about 45 minutes. But you pair up two heavyweights in the manga universe against an entire publisher. Yikes. All right, a few acknowledgments. Happy birthday to the lovely Sarah Kelling. Happy birthday to my good friend Leslie Chisholm. And congratulations to Amy Mathern and Nathaniel Medlin. They're getting married tomorrow. They'll be Mr. and Mrs. Nathaniel Medlin. I'm very happy for y'all. Much happiness to y'all for many years to come. And, well, that's it. All right, I'm Victor Nunley. I'm the Comic Hero. We'll see you next week for episode 114 right back here at Clint's Comics. So till then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero. Hey everyone. Now a few days ago I ended up having some books that either came in the mail or I bought them at Books A Million, and I want to reveal these books to you right now. Now I don't want to hold you up too long, so I'm not going to give a brief description of them. First up is Ultimates number 2. In this episode, I'm going to be